morning and welcome back, everyone. I hope you are well. It is already 91 degrees, but it is a beautiful, beautiful morning. Check out the sunrise over there in the East Valley. You can probably see Four Peaks and Superstition Mountains. But yeah, it's a busy day here on the 202. A lot of people headed in to the west or East Valley from the west side. The west side is the major hub for warehouses all along the 10 and the 303. Ton of warehouses. But yeah, it's going to be a good day, folks. We are going to be testing more of the satellite clinics, LIS, and getting orders over to our instruments and running them. So we still have a label issue. I need to work on that. I need to send the dimensions to Gatorade. The labels are well, I think the way we're going to do it is I need to work with a couple supervisors and present a alternative workflow that has specimens being shipped to us and we activate them locally and we print labels. So I need to get the label printer. We have one label printer that's configured. Well, I think it needs to be updated. We're getting an error for when we try to print to it. So that would be an internal fix. Not at the lab level, but at a different department. Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. You can see the Superstition Mountains and kind of right to the right of us, and then you can see the Four Peaks. Oh man, I wish I had a really high quality drone to go up and get some nice shots of this. I wish I could also see what it looks like at home. My mom sent me some really cool sunrise pictures last week. It was amazing because the sun was just coming up over by Keams. You can't really see Four Peaks and the Superstitions from right here. You can barely see them now. At least the Superstition Mountains, and then Four Peaks is right there. There you go. Postcard pictures, huh? Man, that's nice. Good. Hope we get some rain. So yeah, there's some fun stuff happening up in the Hopi Nation this weekend. I don't know who's going up there, but I need to send some chili up there. I got a good batch of hatch chili, the extra hot from Safeway yesterday, and man, that one, I had one chili with my burger last night, and man, that sucker that hit the spot. It was hot. I had to have the missus open up some potato salad for my tongue to try to cool it off. Good thing my stomach didn't get anyway, though. I mean, it feels a little weird right now, but throughout the night it was fine. And late today. I was working on something, and then Mrs. and I were talking about some stuff, and then I could have left on time, but when I was getting ready, I had some ideas to try, and sure enough, they worked. I had to reconfigure some stuff and stop and start connections, but I saw some orders crossing, and so it was at that point I said, okay, well, I'm gonna stop here. It was already past like I think it was like 5:21ish when I saw the orders come across, and that was a green light for me. So I said I better get ready now, and I'll get into the office and then start documenting everything. I need to print all the configurations and include that into our interface validation documents, because we're going to need that for all of the instruments connections. We already did it for the main lab. It's just we need to get it documented for the new satellite clinic, because they're not a part of our database, so we will be getting orders from them, and we'll send results back. So I think today I'm going to work on unique ID configurations, and I really want to get the UA instrument tested. I have the little small Clinitech status instrument that's ready. The osmolality instrument's ready, but I haven't run those. I haven't been signed off on those, so I need to find someone to run some demo patients, and then I want to work at the UA instrument. And then I thought about maybe an H&H for the hematology section, because that's a quick and simple one. Man, check out that welder and the pump and all the hoses. So, Green Enterprises material hauling. Man, that's an expensive setup. It's nice though. I was looking at welders at Harbor Freight the other day, and I think they have the lowest priced one that I saw was like one of those stick welders, 120 volts, and it's a little small one. It's like probably like a couple $100, like $189, but you have to figure taxes. Then you have to get your gloves, your sticks, your helmet. Unless you have a buddy that you can just borrow them from, or maybe if you have some bros, you can make a plan to all go in on one of those welders, and then just share it, learn with one another.
mass shooter, 23-year-old Robin Westman, born Robert Westman, and what could have prompted anyone to gun down young children attending Mass. Colton Krolak is live in the news center with that story.
That's right, guys. Westman had several ties to Annunciation, graduating from the school in 2017. Westman's mother also worked at the church. A series of videos reported before the attack show Westman with hundreds of rounds of ammunition, firearms, and magazines marked with handwritten messages directed at multiple religions and beliefs. ABC crime and terrorism analyst and former FBI agent Brad Garrett tells Arizona's Morning News the widespread hatred is a common theme among mass shooters.
Because they all have to get to the point where their feeling of powerlessness, their increased amount of rage, it just become so intense that they externalize and then justify going and committing these shootings.
In the videos, Westman flips through pages of a manifesto describing a battle with mental health and planning a final act that had been considered for years. One clip shows a hand-drawn diagram of a church resembling an Annunciation, followed by footage of Westman driving a knife into that drawing. Live in the news center, Colton Krolak, KTAR News.
Meanwhile, here in the Valley, the county attorney is calling on legislators to create tougher penalties for teenagers who are committing violent crimes.
Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell talked about an increase in crimes committed by teens being referred to her office and explains why she can't always prosecute them.
Arizona law is not where it needs to be when it comes to addressing juvenile violence. Even with serious crimes, the way the law is written often leads to lighter consequences than the public might expect.
Mitchell adds juvenile crimes are becoming more violent and increasingly involve a weapon. She says there needs to be a focus on rehabilitation that aims to change the behavior. Heidi Hommel, Take TAR News.
Coming up on Arizona's Morning News, a hazing investigation involving a high school wrestling team has been reopened. Plus, if you're thinking about going solar or getting an electric car, you better hop to it. Right now, let's see what's happening on the roads with John Roller in the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center.
All right, let's get right to it as we kick off the 6 o'clock hour. A couple of new issues that we're dealing with. Looks like we have a crash on the Agua Fria Freeway, northbound Loop 101, right near Grand Avenue, seeing one car off to the right. Phoenix Fire responding to that. And also 52nd Street north of Broadway, new crash coming in Tempe this morning. And also we're still working that crash just at the underpass, State Route 143, the Hohokam at University. And our only slowing that I see right now that's stop and go is through the Durango curve from 19th Avenue all the way over to the split. Traffic is brought to you by your Valley Chevy dealers. It's the Labor Day sales event going on right now at your Valley Chevy dealers. Shop cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs during the Valley Chevy Labor Day sales event going on right now. John Roller, KTAR News.
Tropical storm Juliet's leftovers mean more clouds overhead and even a few rain chances for the valley today with better odds west of town. Aside from that, it's a pretty typical day for late August. Highs around 104. I'm ABC 15 meteorologist Jorge Torres.
It's mostly cloudy and 83 in Chandler at 6:03.
2 days after Maryvale students returned to school after a stabbing incident, the state representative for that part of Arizona sparked some controversy involving school security.
That's the reaction from State Representative Lydia Hernandez as Maryvale High School officials accuse her and another woman, believed to be her adult daughter, of entering the school on Monday with a box cutter in order to test its weapons detection system. The school's account is almost entirely denied by Hernandez. She says she only learned about the allegations Wednesday night when ABC 15 called her.
My gut reaction is darn ridiculous.
Hernandez told us Wednesday she went inside the school because she was told parents were being detained by security. The representative says she went through the weapons detector and the alarm did go off, but she blames it on her cell phone. The school says Hernandez was recording the other woman go through the weapons detection system. Another thing Hernandez denies.
That's Rachel Louise Just with our TV partners at ABC 15.
Police are reopening an investigation of hazing at the wrestling program at Peoria's Liberty High School.
Police closed their investigation last year after determining that videos of the incidents were not shared. At the time, time, the parent of a wrestler said they considered it horseplay among teammates, and the student didn't want to be considered a victim. But in May, the parent of another former student told police they feared their son was a victim. That led police to reopen the case and begin speaking with others on the Liberty wrestling team. Chris Havlick, KTAR News.
Gina Swoboda, the chairwoman of the Arizona Republican Party, is asking for guardrails and protections for the state's ESA school voucher program. Swoboda joined the War Room on Outspoken with Bruce and Gatos.
The Republican Party and the state of Arizona have made great strides in school choice. We are forerunners in the field. I do not believe that the voters will continue to support the expansion if we continue to see stories about this kind of misspending.
Swoboda's comments on school choice drawing criticism from State Senator Jake Hoffman, who asked for Swoboda's resignation or removal a week ago.
Deportation flights are hitting record numbers, according to immigration advocates who say that airlines are hiding tail numbers and using dummy call signs to disguise those flights. One advocate has been monitoring the flights and says there were 1,214 immigration-related flights in July.
All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share our videos. And enjoy the morning. It is beautiful out. Boston one.